What, is my wiener in the way?
Yes.
If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, this video is just for you. Now, what's an entrepreneur, Olivia? You are trying to sell your artwork. You are trying to get out there and maybe make a living, maybe just supplement your income, selling your artwork. I want to go over some strategies that you can use and things to consider when pricing your artwork, especially mainly those of you that are just starting out. Now, we got to look at costs. So obviously there's like the really obvious stuff like the cost of your art supplies. If you're selling in a gallery, the gallery's commission, that goes into what your final take home is. But, in the modern age, a lot of people like to sell their artwork online. So you got to consider things like shipping materials. You got to think about things like fees for, eBay or Amazon or the PayPal, any of these things, you forget because it's like, oh, it took 3%. Bitch. Can we say bitch? I think that it's important that you know your costs and also your opportunity costs. So that goes into the time that goes into making your art. There are certain tools that you can use. If you're going to sell through a gallery, you can work with the gallery owner at trying to establish a price. If you're at a festival or wherever you're selling your artwork, look at what similar pieces are going for. I mean, that's a kind of a good baseline to understand. However, a word of caution. I think that people think, all right, well, I will start high, and if my artwork doesn't sell, I'll just drop the price. I recommend against this strategy. What do you think will happen to the people that already paid for your artwork? People buy artwork, for enjoyment, of course, but also as an investment. It's important that you make your customers, especially the ones that already bought something, you feel good. If you bought something like on, you bought a new TV. Next thing you know, that TV is on sale. What the heck? Hey, I want that deal. You can always raise the price in art, and it's supply and demand. Now, what are some ways that you can add value to your art to command a higher price? Now, Adam does, illustration work. And one thing that he said worked for him was to make prints of his artwork. And then he said, okay, let's say that I sell 100 prints at $10 a piece, then the original should probably go for $1,000. It was an interesting idea. I think that that's a good way also to figure it out. I'm going to show you right now how you can increase the value of your prints. So if you can sell your prints for more, Adam, that means quid pro quo, you could sell your original artwork for more, right? Más o menos, more or less. Right here, I traced Picasso's wiener out. You can print on paper, right? But if you print on canvas, it usually sells for more. Now that also gets into different price points. Not everybody can afford maybe your 48 by 60 beautiful works of art, but they would like to collect. And you want to get your name out there. So having different artwork at different price points, either through prints or original art or size, making them little teeny tiny people, like little cute little things. Get your name out there, get your art out there. People say, hey, where'd you get that little thing? You're like, oh, I got it at the, I don't know, fair. You can hand sign each print, okay? So this is, how do you spell Picasso? I'm just gonna call it Pi. You sign it, and then you limited edition it. You make it a limited edition, LTD. LSD is a great way, no, limited edition. Okay, stop with the drugs. Print a certain amount, right, at a certain size. And then let's say you print 1,000. Well, this would be one of 1,000. People like to collect things that are rare. Why do you think something like a Babe Ruth rookie card goes for so much? Nobody knew he'd be a superstar. They only printed 3 freaking cards. Now, 2 people blew their nose in it, and somebody else saved it. And that's rare, and that's got value. Well, what if they all sell out? I want to sell more. Print it in a larger size and make that a limited edition. These are strategies, okay? Now, presentation. This is an artist trading card. If you were just doing little art or you were trying to sell what you should be trading, putting it in a mat and in a acid-free bag, doesn't that just look nicer? You can even, if you're so inclined, throw it in a ready-made frame. Hey, this is an original piece of artwork, okay? Not by the singer, by my buddy, Tom Jones. Wouldn't it look nicer? Just, put it in a mat. It just gives it a nicer presentation. Or, just like the other one, put it in a mat in a bag. Now, why would that make a difference? Well, it protects the art, for one. And you can do this with prints, too. But also, let me show you something over here. People love a story. People like a story about you as an artist. People like a story about maybe the piece of artwork, the inspiration. People want to know origins, which is why we've seen Spider-Man's 18 times. This is Dick Ensing's. This is a pastel piece he did. In the back, he includes not only a little write-up about himself, he has his contact information, if it's an original painting, if it's a print. You can also use this as like a certificate of authenticity. There's different little strategies you can do. In summary, I would suggest that you start low, but just make sure you're not losing money. So know all your costs, including the cost of your time, all right? But be reasonable. See what other things are selling for and get an idea of where you can start, and then increase the value and the presentation of your art to be able to sell it for more. That's it. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Instagram. Oh my gosh. Follow me on Instagram. At Mike Not Jerry. Make sure you don't forget the graphic. It's important that you know. Now, I'm following people back, at least for now. I'll be huge one day. I'm huge in Japan. If you follow me on Instagram and you post your artwork, I'd like to follow you back. I like to see what people are doing, man. I'm into it. I'm so into it, Olivia. I'm so into it. Oh, that really hurt. I think I shot my wad. Why is that funny? You've been gone too long. I'm funny again.
I think you are funny again.
Yeah. Won't last till next week. Next week you're like, oh, shut up. Shut up. Oh.